Yeah. Wandered off the beaten path, stepping through the sea of grass, searching for escape routes to explore. Settled down to look around, gawking at the land I found. But isn't this some place I've been before? And now I'm wandering on the dark side. Where to go? Is this the trail that I once took? Thought that it would once prevail, but never was the right line. Ooh, how can I ever know now? I'm lost around, I don't know how. It took so long until I found out. I never followed to end up here, and now there's nothing up the mountain but the air. Is this the tree I planted there? Never stood a chance in gale, 'cause it's severed near the stop sign.
Yeah. Good.
All right.
Yeah. We're ready.
Hello.
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 Mike, you're a disembodied voice. You're not in frame. You're hiding.
Oh, cool.
Oh, boy. So, welcome to Lake Effect Radio. We have Bob Wick ready to perform for us. How you feeling this wonderful morning?
I feel really good. I could go into James Brown. I feel good, but I won't do that. But yeah, I feel good. I mean, look at the weather's nice here, you know. The snow's all melted practically, and we're on our way to springtime, and life is good. Glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, Northeastern Ohio wanted to throw an April Fool's joke at us and that, you know, Saturday, Sunday. But what do you think? Spring coming? Or
Spring
not?
is here.
Okay.
In fact, the other day I was hiking in the Holden Arboretum, me and my wife, and beautiful place, of course. And we're walking back in the Woodland Trail, and I hear, and I go, she goes, "What's that?" And I go, "I think it's a tree about to go." And sure enough, as we got within a few feet, and I have it on video, I put it on Facebook under Bob Wick, Facebook you can go to, and I was just right at the right time, and that tree went all the way over, you know. And so I put it on Facebook, and I said, "This is a new meaning to spring break."
Hey.
But on my video, I'm saying, you know, this just happened, and I go, "You got to have good timing. Must be a drummer." Anyway, hold it.
Nice.
There we go. There's a little
Hey.
button. Hey.
We don't have to go to the button. Darn. That's right.
I can do that here on this octopad that I have.
Well, every
so.
once in a while, drummers, they just, you know, they're just standing there, you know, and you have things like that happen.
Yeah,
None
yeah.
of them do it.
I always do say, though, you got to have good timing. But it definitely was a chance encounter. And like I say, you get a chance, you go to Bob Wick Facebook, and I did put it on there, so it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool seeing.
Yeah. Huge tree, too. Huge. So it made a lot of noise. No noise when it hit, though, because it was hitting a bunch of trees on the way down. So it didn't have that. But that crack, and then when it just intensified, it was really neat. So actually, I think it was kind of a certain drum rhythm, but I can't. No, I'm just kidding. Always thinking
Nice.
like that, man. You know.
Yeah, after, because I know last time you were here,
All right.
end of March last year, and that
Right.
with Dear Jimmy and that.
Yes.
That you were mentioning about your own solo stuff, then really looking into not when you shot that message and that.
Yeah. So I'm glad you guys are having me. So yeah, I started out playing drums, which this isn't. I'm not gonna. I will be. I'll do a little things on the octopad here later on. But I started actually playing around 5 years old.
Oh, wow.
And playing on coffee cans and using brand new pencils. Those are my sticks, and so I just listened to the radio and the records and just played along to the music. And I really never took lessons. I took it for maybe a month or two, and I just got very bored because they were teaching me like 1 Annie, 2 Annie, and I wanted to do more. I had passion, stuff like that. I'm not knocking it. I mean, you should take lessons. I didn't. So really, I just hear and I practice and play along and all those kind of cool things, So I played in a variety of bands, everything from funk horn bands to to some doing some little jazz and stuff like that, rock bands, and I was in one of the biggest, most well-known bands in the Cleveland area years ago called the Bottom Line Band. They're still around actually, and we did a lot of weddings, banquets, and sales awards and stuff like that, and it was really a successful band. So I played a lot. I played in front of thousands of people and so forth. And so drumming's been a lot of fun. So to the guitar, or if you were going to ask me about it, I do have a guitar, as people can see. So
You're essentially self-taught?
yeah, that would too, right. And I'm by no means a real hot guitar player or lead or anything like that. It's kind of chords and just having fun. And started out doing it just like kind of for therapy, just to have fun playing the songs and all that. About 4 years now, So I really enjoy it. So I can go out solo, I do, and I also have a duo. It's called Just in Time, and I play at the Geneva Lodge. I'll be there in another couple weeks. Debonair, Ferrante, different places like that. So I'm getting that going as time goes on. So that's been very successful too. That's only been really going on for a little over a year that I started that. Have the website called Just in Time, and it's actually just then the letter N. And then time, not in like I-N. So it's just N time. Just to be good. But I'm thinking about changing that anyway to probably Bob Wick Music or John Wick Music, as we were just talking right before we went on the air. So presently I play drums in a local band that was on here last year, the Dear Jimmy Band. It's a 3-piece band. We were just on Fox 8 Friday, actually.
Oh, wow.
We did, as Fox 8 said, we do unconventional covers. So it was kind of cool. So I have that. I have my just-in-time duo, or going out solo also. And then there's a 7-piece band that's developing, and I'll be the drummer in that. I am the drummer in that. And I'll give a plug to, there's it's a trio called Sunset Harmony. Beautiful voices, 2 girls and a guy, real great people. And they want to expand into a 7-piece band. So we are developing that. We will be actually debuting at the Willoughby Rib Burnoff on Saturday, May 18th. I'll be playing with them. I think that's a 3:30 to 4:15, and then the next day I play with the Dear Jimmy Band, and that'll be a 3 to 4:15 or something like that.
So you're all over.
I am, and I take out the garbage too. So there's always I always got stuff to do. It's just
Yeah, so you take the meaning a busy beaver, then go above that. Overachieving.
It's just something I like to do. I don't. I balance things out in life. Definitely. Yeah. So, it's just music's a big part of my life. I am retired, so I'm a little bit older than probably most of the people who get in here. And I played for all those years, even when I worked. But now I have the opportunity to dedicate more of my time to music, and I do like to write too. So that's another area that I'm sort of going more into. So. It's just enjoying life, really.
There's
no stress.
There's no age limit to enjoying life and creativity.
Right.
Sometimes people get most inspired later in life, and that's exactly what you're doing.
Right, exactly. I think for a lot of people too, you raise the family, you work like crazy. I worked a lot of hours and traveled and so forth. And, it's always like on the back burner. And then when you get the opportunity to actually have some time to reflect more and do those kind of things, everybody gets to that point, So So I've been fortunate, though, really over most of my life to be able to play all the times that I was working, you know, and so forth. So, and it's rubbed off. My son is he's a phenomenal guitar player and so forth, and so. And my wife plays piano. She played piano anyway. She's a very good pianist, and although she doesn't like to be recognized like that. And my daughter's good at piano too, so you know.
So you have a musical family.
Yeah, kind of, you know, in a certain way. Yeah, I mean, I'm the one that has the professional piece to it. My son actually plays in a little wedding band. It's like 4-piece. They play periodically, you know, as the weddings come along. They're awesome. They're really, really good. They're called the Jimmets. So.
Especially that time of year's really good. You start picking
Yeah.
up the outdoor stuff and that with weddings
Yeah.
and that.
Yeah, so they've got a little thing coming up. So, yeah, hopefully this summer I'm very busy with the Dear Jimmy Band again. I'll be plugging everybody here. We'll also be playing at the Taste of Cleveland coming up here in May. So a lot of stuff going on. You know, I've got a lot of things at the Geneva Lodge, Debonair, Ferrante, you know, doing a couple benefits for some good causes. A friend of mine, his son needs a kidney transplant at the Cleveland Clinic, and I'm going to do a solo like a fundraiser, about 300 people or whatever. So that's very rewarding, you know, and so
Yeah.
forth.
That's
So, you
really
know,
nice.
it's another example of taking the talent that you've been given through God or whoever you believe in and utilizing that for a good reason, you know. Yeah.
Fair enough. But just in curiosity, so the Geneva Lodge is that big giant building right there before the beginning of the strip, right?
Correct, right on the
Okay.
left-hand side. Beautiful place. If you've never stayed there, you got to go and check it out.
Been out there over the summer and that.
Yeah.
I haven't been out there ever in my life, and
Right.
that might be a good excuse not to venture inside.
You go out there. You don't have to stay overnight, of course, out there, but you can. But there's an all-purpose trail that'll take you pretty much right before you go around to the strip. So you know, right by the lodge there, and that's about a 2-mile all-purpose trail to take you all the way to really where the state park is at, and so forth, and then you can come back. Nice benches to sit on and look over on the lake. There is even at the state park. There's a beach there. It's kind of, I think, sort of a gem that people even in Lake County aren't really aware of, or maybe they're aware but they've never been out there. Like what we just said, it's a cool place though, you know.
Do
And
you-
there's go ahead.
Do you go there for like inspiration often? Because it sounds like a very beautiful place. Like, how do you?
Yeah.
You said you write. How do you end up getting the ideas for it?
Well, I go out there, you know, we do stay overnight sometimes there, and they got a beautiful pool and stuff like that. I love the sun, so me and my wife both. So, but yeah, I go to different places, I think, for inspiration, and it doesn't have to necessarily be nature. It could be places like Tremont or downtown Cleveland, you know, and I grew up in a city in Cleveland, so I mean, I grew up in,
you.
right in Cleveland. God bless you.
Bless you.
And but you can certainly be inspired out there. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Just sitting there, go out there some early morning. You know, take your thermos with some coffee and sit on one of the benches. Take a towel. It might be a little bit wet from the dew, and enjoy, man. Because check out our lake is just it's just a beautiful body of water.
Sounds to me like we're talking about Breakwater Beach and Geneva on the lake.
Yeah.
Are we? Okay. That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
thought.
yeah.
Hi, Tim.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Tim. How you doing?
All right. How are you?
Good, man.
Hi, Laura.
Hi.
Hello, Laura.
So guess who's late for her show today, by
I'm
the way?
sorry, I was eating. Well, I
Uh-oh.
wasn't
I'm
eating.
sorry, I was
Somebody's
I
in
was-
Excuses.
trouble.
Hold on, no. I haven't eaten all day, okay? And I had to go to Burger King to get food.
I had to go to make Burger King.
McBurger King.
McBurger.
I'm probably going to be eating during the
Hashtag
during the,
sponsored.
meeting,
Yeah.
So
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just
Right,
gonna
there's
put on the
Anyway.
list for it.
Well, we'll go with
Probably.
one thing. What drew you to the industry of wanting to get into music? Not including like one sort of my other sort of spin off of that of
Mm-hmm.
what's your favorite thing about the industry?
Well, your first question, I think, is that what drew me. I think when you're young and you just see people performing, and I remember watching drummers, you know, and going, I think I can do that, you know. And again, I told you I have an attraction to right off the bat. It was just an innate thing. It was natural for me just to bang on stuff. Even the teachers in school used to make me stay after for detention because I'd be banging on the desk while during class. Mr. Wick, if you like that so much, you can stay after. So I would stay after, and then I'd practice on the. That's what I would do. So I think it's just kind of a natural, innate thing. It's just there for most people, and it's really enjoyable. Number one, like playing your drums or guitar by yourself, and so forth in your own little world. But when you play with other people. In a band, or like what I do when I go out solo and I play, you're connecting with the crowd. But back to the band, when you're playing with other members, other people, it's magic, In fact, when I was with the Bottom Line, I'd be playing, and now that band was together for 30 plus years, and I'd be back there. It was a 7-piece band. And I'd look around while we're in the middle of a song and we're playing, and I go, this is crazy. This is like a mystery in life to me, like the eighth wonder of the world, that musicians can connect. And we didn't have backtracks or anything like that, so it was definitely live. I'm a big proponent of that. And so mistakes would be made. That's okay. You move on. That's live music. And then there'd be times like when you just kind of went off and did stuff that was not even planned, and it just came together. That's one of the biggest highs in life, I think, is connecting with other people and playing. When you're playing solo, as with the band, it's connecting with the crowd.
So, like, you just feed off each other and each other's energy, and, like, you have a subconscious thing, like, what the others are doing because you're so close to them.
Yes, yeah. I think, if you're open to one another and so forth, and you're not locked into certain, like, too neurotic about things, you can have a lot of fun, and there can be a lot of space there where you can explore, and you'll come up with stuff that you didn't even plan, like I say, and that's kind of the cool thing. It's just a really great feeling, sort of a cosmic thing, I guess, the fact that people can play these instruments, particularly if you have good musicians and they're listening to each other and complimenting what one another's doing, and you're not stepping on toes and so forth,
And you're like tuning every second because when it's a live experience, you don't know what's going to happen. So you all are just connected, like as if you like share a brain, like, oh, I'm going to do this. And you just know.
Yeah. And the more you play with those individuals, you start feeling the chemistry between each other. Like, oh, I feel whatever Bob's playing there, we're gonna do this, or I feel another member of the band is doing something, we're gonna go this direction. I mean, you get to know. It's like your best friend or whatever. You really get to know deeply, like sort of which direction's gonna go to a certain degree, or
like quirks, little things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's very rewarding. So music's. I always think about it as it's a very high-level way of expressing yourself. I think most musicians are artists. Even if you don't write originals, I don't think you have to write originals personally to be considered an artist or a musician, if you will. I think people are, because they're bringing their passion and their their moods, their feelings and desires and all that kind of stuff into the music. I think you can do that, So that's why I'm not a big fan of backtracks.
As long as you're passionate and doing something you love, it doesn't care. It doesn't matter what you're doing.
Right, exactly. Yes. Do you have a question for me too, Laura?
I do.
Okay, what is it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, it'll come to you, man.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You can always have them play one.
Yeah, I'll play one. We'll dedicate this one to Lakeland Community College, and you'll know what I mean when I start singing it. So.
Ooh, all right.
Okay. Let me just make sure we got everything. Let me know when you're all ready there. Are we ready? You just let me know. Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay. What day is it? What month? The clock tower never seems so alive. Yeah. And I can't keep up. And I can't back down. I'm losing so much time. 'Cause it's you and me and all other people with nothing to do and nothing to lose. And it's you and me and all other people, and I don't know why I can't keep my eyes off of you. What day is it? What month? Don't think coming out right. I'm tripping on words, and you got my head spinning. I don't know where to go from here. 'Cause it's you and me, and all other people with nothing to do and nothing to prove. And it's you and me, and all other people, and I don't know why I can't keep my eyes off of you. Something about you now, I can't quite figure it out. Everything she does is beautiful, and everything she does is right. 'Cause it's you and me, and all other people, and nothing to do, and nothing to lose. And it's you and me, and all other people, and I don't know why I can't keep my eyes off of you. And it's you and me, and all other people with nothing to do and nothing to prove. And it's you and me, and all other people, and I don't know why I can't keep my eyes off of you. What day is it? What month? The clock tower never seems so alive. That's to the clock tower. Hopefully everybody out there can relate to it. You know. What time is it? I gotta get to class.
Yeah, that was really good. Like,
Yeah, thank you.
It's one of my favorite songs, and it's like
Thank
I
you.
just mixed,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
like mixed it, and it was like, oh my gosh, it was so cool.
Lifehouse.
Improv.
Oh, yeah.
They have them down as an alternative rock band from 2005. So, by the way, one of the
Debatable.
yeah, isn't
Yeah.
most of life, right? Let me just do something here. What day is it anyway today?
It's
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Thank you. See, you guys played right into that. You're not gullible at all. Anyway, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I know it's
One-
Tuesday because I have a show later.
Right.
Hey.
Train wreck.
One thing I believe in is like when I play, I'm a big believer in playing, for me, classics to current, because I think a lot of, in my opinion, some people get kind of pigeonholed into, well, we only do 60s or we only do blues or
Yeah.
I want to be able to do it all. That's, I guess, part of my personality. I'm just all over the
You
place.
have variety.
Yeah, I have a variety, right. I'm like that variety pack you buy at Walmart. Different kind of chips. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, I do like playing, because all music is great. When I played with The Bottom Line many years ago, we used to do even songs from the 30s and 40s for the, some songs.
Oh, wow.
For the dinner set, just a few of them, And, music's just a beautiful thing. Again, it's just, it's all about expression. So I don't
There's
knock-
so much history to it, too.
Yeah, there really is, So you want me to do how about we do something from the Eagles? That taking you way back. We'll do a little maybe Peaceful, Easy Feeling.
All right.
And usually I don't even look at this thing, but I mean I do periodically, so I just pull it up just in case. It's one of those
It's
belt.
good to have like a
Yeah.
Sure.
safety
Everything.
net.
Yeah.
Yeah, I call it wearing belt and suspenders, kind of thing, So the Octopad, real quick here too. Like that song, I used, a little kick drum, obviously, and a little snare drum. I'm gonna change the snare to a stick, like this,
Oh, wow.
and then, and then there's a couple other songs if we have time, and I'll just let me know where we're at with time. I can see it here, but I'll give you an idea too. Some of the other songs where I'll be playing, and you'll hear different things on the Octopad while I'm actually just using the foot pedal.
So what can the Octopad all do? It look
Oh God! Outside of washing dishes, it does a few other things too. But seriously, so let me just switch back here. Well, let's take a break and do something like this here real quick.
showcase.
Yeah, I'll put the guitar down for a minute. How's that? And then we'll just show you a little bit about the Octopad. It's a Roland Octopad, by the way. I've had it for a few years.
Nice.
And you know, it's like anything in life. The more you learn about it, the more you realize you don't know. And so I'm still working on getting into the depths of this thing. But here's an example. This is a kit that I use, my basic kit for the most part, because it handles, the way I have it set up, it handles most of the songs that I would do playing drums, but not all. So here's an example. So, and by the way, so the Octopad has 8 pads, but the cool thing is that each pad has 2 layers. So actually there's 16 sounds that I can get on here.
Oh, wow.
So as an example, you know, little, like you're like clicking your fingers.
Snapping.
But if you hit it at a certain velocity, I get a, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Oh, she just went through the window. Can you grab her? But there's a hand clap. So here's bongos, but I have 2 different size, or bongos or congas.
Ooh.
Cymbals like here. So.
Ooh.
So there's that.
Tons of variety.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then I have a percussion kit. But not to be.
You make it look so easy.
I want one now. That
Okay.
looks like. Oh my god.
What?
You want a duck? We get you a duck.
Oh my goodness.
Then we'll get back to the guitar here in a minute.
So cool.
I'll send you all the way down. Let me see where I have
Ooh.
that one. The other thing is I can control the pitch, and so I mean I have to set it up first, but I can change the pitch and all kind of things. I can add phasers to this, and you get really awesome sounds. It's
advanced.
pretty. Yeah, it is. Here's even if you're just playing like a little jazz thing, you want brushes. Let me see here. Let's do that.
Ooh.
But there's that, and then let's get back to let's see where we're at. One more thing I'll show you, and then I'll go back to the guitar here. Let's see, where's that at?
I mean, you're the star.
Well, I am. Yeah, but I'll go home and watch this when I'm done, so it's okay. You know, we never get a big head about this. But anyway, this one's, I better turn the volume down just a tad bit on this one. So, yeah, it's awesome. I'll show you one more. I keep saying that. Yeah, I'm done, really. But this is what happens, see.
It's a really cool gadget.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so there's a lot I can do with it. There you go.
That's awesome.
You make it look effortless.
Well, I don't know. It's just there. I can't really explain that, but it's a lot of fun. But like I say, there's more to it than kind of what I'm still learning more about it. You know, things I can do, but it really serves a purpose. And then when I'm playing, obviously guitar, and as I do other songs, you'll hear other things that I do. And I can program anything I want on this, the foot pedals. So if I wanted to put chimes coming out of this when I hit it, I could. Synthesizer sound if I wanted, you know.
Wow.
So there is a lot to it, yeah. So we'll do that peaceful. We'll do "Peaceful Easy Feeling" by the Eagles. This is the story. This is from 1972. It was written by a guy by the name of Jack Temchin. And he was sitting in a coffee shop just watching girls go by. So there you go for your inspiration song. You know, I mean, he can be anywhere for inspiration, right? But it's a classic tune. And again, like I say, I like to play the classics and things from the current. So. I like the way your sparkling earrings lay against your skin so brown. And I want to sleep with you in the desert tonight, with a million stars all around. And I get a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down, because I'm already standing on the ground. And I found out a long time ago what a woman can do to your soul. Oh, but she can't take you anywhere you don't already know how to go. And I get a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down, because I'm already standing on the ground. I get this feeling I may know you as a lover and a friend, but this voice keeps whispering in my other ear, tells me I may never see you again. And I get a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down, because I'm already standing. Yes, I'm already standing. Yeah, I'm already standing on the ground. Little Eagles for you there, yeah.
Wow, that was good.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hey, we got an audience here. They're clapping. Awesome. See, I got to feed off the crowd, so you got to keep that up now. You know. Yay! Yeah, right.
And the crowd goes wild.
I should hire you guys just to come to the jobs, you know.
It's 5 PSEO. Students back in the back corners are jamming out.
Awesome,
Really?
man.
Aw.
I got a cool one for him. Let's change this back to here's a recent tune. Unless you have a question for me, of course. It's up to you guys.
Do you have a question, Laura?
I don't know. No, okay. Well, one, it's like my first interview, so I'm like quiet. I don't know what to say, so it's like, eh.
Okay, that's okay. You think of something while this song will inspire you to come up with a question. Now, it's a famous. This is a nice. This is Jason Aldean, so Burning It Down. That's a cool tune. So I really love this tune.
That's
so,
right up her alley.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah. Country
So
person
back
sorta.
to the old.
Yeehaw.
You sip your finger through the tail of my t-shirt. You're stirring up dirty in the back of my mind. You keep on flirting, cause you know that it's working. You're stuck in my head, girl, writing the lines. Couldn't sing a song about you if I tried. Let's light it up like that's our last night. Cause we're just hanging around, burning it down. Sipping on some cold Jack Daniels and jamming through some old Alabama with your baby laying right here, naked in my bed. I'm just doing my thing. Love it when I sing. Say it makes you feel like an angel. We're about to get a little tangled right about now. So girl, keep burning it down, burning it down, burning it down. Girl, when you want it, you know that I'm on it. You know that I love loving up on you. Let's hit the switch and let our shadows dance and light it up like it's our last chance. 'Cause we're just hanging around, burning it down, sipping on some cold Jack Daniels and jamming to some old Alabama with your baby laying right here. Dreaming in my bed, I'm just doing my thing. Love it when I sing, you see, it makes you feel like an angel. And we're about to get a little tangled right about now. So baby, keep burning it down, burning it down, burning it down. Yeah, burning it down, burning it down, burning it down. And I wanna rock it all night, baby girl, will you rock it out with me, with me? And I wanna crawl through the dark just to feel your heartbeat against me. And I wanna rock it all night, baby girl, will you rock it out with me, with me? And I wanna crawl through the dark just to feel your heartbeat against me. 'Cause we're just hanging around, burning it down, sipping on some cold Jack Daniels and jamming to some old Alabama with the baby laying right here. Naked in my bed, I'm just doing my thing. Love it when I sing, you see, it makes you feel like an angel. And we're about to get a little tangled right about now. So baby, keep burning it down, burning it down, burning it down. Yeah, burning it down, burning it down, burning it down. And I wanna rock it all night, baby girl, will you rock it out with me, with me? And I wanna crawl through the dark just to feel your heartbeat against me. Laura, do you have a question?
Yeah. Kind of.
See, I
guess.
inspired
Good job.
you. Yeah,
I
thank you. Thank you.
guess. I don't know.
That's all right.
She now has the question paper, so
Aha.
she's
Yeah.
full of inspiration,
Cool.
Yeah.
quote unquote.
Yeah.
Inspiration.
Inspiration. Dang it, now I forgot it.
Oh, just read it. Just read it off there.
Oh my
Just
God.
read it off there.
Here, I'll take
That's all
Perspiration.
Here, I'll just take over the interview for a sec. How's that sound?
Oh,
So-
gee, thanks, Tim.
You're welcome, guys.
Right. Yeah, thanks, Tim.
So, where do you
For
see
fired.
yourself in 3 to 5 years from now?
Hopefully not dead is the beginning.
that's a good
That's a good start. We will get out of bed in the morning, right? You know, that's what he asked. I mean,
Yeah.
you know. I hope to. Number one, I'm a big believer that every day it's kind of like Groundhog Day. You got to do it better the next day. It's got to be. You just keep working at it. I mean, whatever it is. You never give up. So it's keep working on my skills. Obviously, drumming. Because I started playing in utero, so I got to keep working on that. Guitar and singing, but you know, playing with different musicians, connecting, you know, making music, continuing to do that. You know, I do like to write, so I do have some things written. I just haven't really put anything down yet as far as you know, a little bit with music and so forth, but I haven't produced anything. So that's a possibility
It's
down
a
the
work in
line.
progress.
Yeah, because I do have a lot of things and ideas for writing, and then with songs and stuff like that. I've got things written out and played along a little bit, but I haven't recorded anything. So that's another possibility, you know. But yeah.
Do you have any specific artists that you look up to or like model yourself after?
See, that's always a good question. A lot of people, obviously, because I'm a drummer too, or mainly a drummer, I get a lot of that. And so, you know, people rattle off all the hot drummers and so forth and the different big bands and all that kind of good stuff. And I respect all the drummers. I guess I don't, it's kind of like bands. I don't really have one go-to. I love a variety, again. But I will say that I love drummers that are actually tasty and creative, and that, you know, they're not just keeping the beat. They're doing really cool fills, or it's a cool beat, you know. Now, I look at, like, people, obviously Phil Collins is real big, you know.
Yeah.
Stuart Copeland, you know, with the Sting, those kind of groups. And here's another one that throws a lot of people off. The drummer for James Taylor, Russ Kunkel. Very creative drummer, and you wouldn't think that James Taylor, you know, you don't get that, but he's very creative. So
Yeah.
I look at people that are very tasty, because when I play, I like to salt and pepper the song with, you know, different accents and different feels. And again, I listen to the other musicians and try to complement what they're doing. I think that's a lot of people don't do that. They just they're in their own little world and they play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like,
Go ahead.
when people think of drummers, they think of like the really famous ones, like
Yes.
Dave Grohl.
Right.
What?
yeah.
And he's good, but like
yeah.
he's amazing. But there are also a lot of like different artists that you can get inspiration from.
Yeah, and I will tell you this too. I was working in sales, and I used to go to New York City quite a bit. Well, actually, New Jersey, and then we go across to the city, and to eat and see different bands and stuff like that. But there was a band one night we went out a couple hours after working all day, and just to give you an example, and it was like I think it was like a Tuesday night or Wednesday night or something like that, right? And we were in Hoboken, New Jersey, and we just went down the steps into this little club. The place was not much bigger than it's bigger than the room we're in right now, but not a whole lot, And little 3-piece band, just a few people there that were at the bar and eating and all that. They knocked my socks off. They were just. There's a lot of talent in the larger cities too, that goes unrecognized. They'll never probably make it big because there's so much talent out there. But, those kind of people inspire me.
Yeah,
I
the little guy.
Yeah, didn't know their name or anything like that. But they were all hot players, and so. To make it really so-called big, you never want to lose sight that there's a heck of a lot of talent out there that you'll never ever hear about their name and stuff like that. So,
Yeah. But as long as you're having fun and
Yeah.
loving what you do, then it doesn't matter how famous you are.
Exactly. Yeah. Again, I think there are people that their whole goal is to make it big and so forth. And I look at it from the standpoint of just enjoy the moment, kind of like that mindfulness. You just enjoy the moment, whoever you're playing with, and do your best and just have fun. And if it leads to something huge, so be it. And if it doesn't, what you're doing is huge.
Oh.
But
Looks like we have a question from our wonderful advisor in the chat.
all right, Mr. Advisor.
It's Tim.
Yeah,
Oh, it's Tim. Oh, sorry, Tim. He's remote now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see him.
he's hiding.
Okay.
Tim?
We'll find you, Tim.
Tim says, "What does music mean to you?"
Music means to me, I think, I think I've said it a little bit. It's an expression. The guitar, the very first guitar I actually had was many, many years ago, but I really didn't. I messed with it a little bit, not much. It was only in the last 4 years that I really started getting into it, and just teaching myself, and you can do things on YouTube and just chords and having fun, just like really what I'm doing now. I'm not doing anything fancy. I never come across that. Hey, I'm some great guitar player. So, it's just fun. It's like therapy. It's fun playing these songs that these different artists have created, and you get into the words a lot too, like what they're writing, and I try to. I don't always do it, but like, why did they write these lyrics and what's behind it and so forth, the meaning. So hopefully, Tim, I answered your question. I wasn't too remote, no pun intended, but.
Hey.
I'm not remote enough. Okay.
Oh, I hear a
It's
space
funny
voice
we
coming
can
in.
actually hear you from the back room off the
Yeah.
mic. So
I know. It's a wonderful experience.
okay, so
Please
I think
help.
I finally have one of my questions.
Yeah, man,
I'm so
cool.
proud of you.
Okay.
Yeah. Go, Laura.
Go.
What would you like? I don't.
Just
See,
take
I'm
your
about to
time.
say it,
Take a
and then-
deep breath. It's okay.
Like, what advice would you give like aspiring artists and stuff?
Yeah, I think
I
just
don't know.
yeah.
Close enough.
I think
Yeah.
never give up, which is really you could use that sort of principle of thinking in life with anything. But when it comes, whether you're trying to be an accountant here at you're studying accounting here at Lakeland, or you're studying theater or whatever it is you might be studying, or lab technician, you just don't get discouraged. Just keep working at it. If you get to a point where you're fatigued with something, put it down, because when you come back to it, you'll be fresh and you'll go, wow, how come I couldn't figure that math problem out? Sometimes. So I think the big thing is
pacing yourself.
Yeah, pacing yourself. Be humble. Do your best. It's just like we've all been taught that, and it's like there was a book put out by a guy by the name of Robert Fulghum way back, and it said, "I learned everything I need to know in kindergarten," and really, it's all about the basic principles of life, like basically life fundamental 101. So just keep working at it. Don't get discouraged is the big thing, I think. Again, I think sometimes if people have really big ideas on where they want to be, and if they don't get there, then they get frustrated, and that destroys their creativity. So I think it's just, making sure you have the big picture of life in mind as you go when you're trying to be an artist, whatever it is that you're trying to do. I mean,
Enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, enjoy it. You have to enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, then you're not. Get out of it. Do something else.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
there's plenty of choices in life.
Like John Lennon said once, his teacher asked him, what do you want to be when you grow up? He said happy. The teacher said he didn't understand the assignment, and he told the teacher that they didn't understand life.
Yeah. It is true because, the more articles you read on, people kind of kill themselves at whatever they do and, with either work or what have you. And they're missing the whole point, I think, a lot of times, So just, enjoy, learn from other people. My background is pretty varied as far as my career. I worked construction and in major construction projects. And then I worked in healthcare. On RN, I still maintain my but I haven't done clinical for many years, and worked in the burn unit at Metro for critical patients, and the emergency department down at St. Vincent Charity Hospital years ago when it was a trauma center, and I was actually a director and manager for a period of time. Then I went into sales, and the biggest skill in sales is not telling somebody like what to buy or whatever. It's listening. Listening to everybody. So I think that's a key thing too, So.
Do you have another song to play for us?
Well, I have about 20. But, I was trying to figure out songs that would be like give you a variety with the octopad. So let's see. Let me give you this one. We'll do a Neil Young tune if you guys are okay with that.
All right.
Yeah. It's a slow song. It's a beautiful song. Actually, whenever I play this song, people really like it. So what you're hearing there is a little bit of you're going to hear that during this song,
All right.
But, again, classics, the current Neil Young, very classic, player, so forth. So.
Whenever you're ready.
I will. I know it by heart, but I always pull it up just in case, You never know. It's live music. I'm not a big. By the way, just real quick, I'm not opposed to people that do like backtracks and looping and harmonizers and all that. That's cool, and I play with those people, and I still do. But for me personally, it's more of an organic thing. It's like this is what it is, and there's nothing that's filtered, if you will, or going through anything. This is who I am. So I'm a big believer in the organic.
Just
thing,
have a specific way you like to do things.
Yeah. So here's a nice Neil Young song, and it's called Harvest Moon. Come a little bit closer, hear what I have to say. Just like children sleeping, we could dream the night away. There's a full moon rising, let's go out and dance in the light. We know where the music's playing, Let's go out and feel the night. Because I'm still in love with you. I want to see you dance again. Because I'm still in love with you. On this harvest moon. And when we were strangers, I watched you from afar. And when we were lovers, loved you with all of my heart. But now it's getting late, and the moon is climbing high. And I want to celebrate and see it shining in your eyes. Because I'm still in love with you. I want to see you dance again. Because I'm still in love with you. On this harvest moon. Harvest Moon.
Woohoo!
Yay! Thank you
That
very
was
much.
good.
Thank you so much.
You do have quite a variety.
I do. Let's see. If you have questions, just ask. Don't.
No.
So I was trying to give you an idea of different things we can done on the drum. Let's see here. Well, you haven't heard the chimes yet, have you?
Ooh.
That sounds interesting.
You haven't
Sounds
done
fun.
that, yeah.
Is
Okay.
there anything like you prefer to do? Like is there like a genre or something that you like the most?
I don't know. I like them all. I mean, obviously, with what I'm doing, I'm not doing jazz, you know. Although I do Summer Wind by Frank Sinatra, and there's a couple
Ooh.
other things like Moon Dance by Van Morrison. The Van Morrison, I don't play guitar on that. That's when I have somebody else with me and I'm playing, you know, on the octopad. But so I do like stuff like that. But I'd say mostly I fall probably into a lot of, you know, obviously the pop, country things that are, you know, I pick songs that because you're playing in front of a variety of people. So that's why I like the classics to the current.
Yeah.
And so I pick things that are a lot of places want very uplifting music. You know, that doesn't mean you can't play like Harvest Moon. You need slow songs too, but
Yeah.
things that are a little more, got a little more, like what I was playing at the beginning. You know, the first song and you know, burning it down, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Things that are more lively, you know, or easy going, like Peaceful, Easy Feeling as an example. So yeah, I do. I guess when I get into a certain mode, I like just more quieter things like the James Taylor, Dan Fogelberg from many years ago, a lot of his stuff. You know, just things that are a little more soothing for me, like when I'm just by myself and I just want to play. And because sometimes when I'm practicing, I just want to say, you know, I don't want to do like Pink Houses by John Mellencamp. Now I can do that for you too today, but you know, where I'm. Well, there's young. No. But then I just want, like, you know, quieter things, you know. So it's just, you know, like something mellow by James Taylor, like maybe Sweet Baby James or something like that. So, I mean, I guess if I had to fall into, that's really what I like to do. Now, when I'm on the drums, I just like things that are really happening. You know, I love a lot of funk. You know, Led Zeppelin, stuff like that. I like things that are tasty, like the Sting, a lot of his stuff, and what Stuart Copeland does on drums and all that. So that so it's just the opposite. You know, like on the drums, I get all over the place and just do funky stuff and crash the cymbal and do this and do that. But on the guitar, outside of the uplifting stuff that I just mentioned, I like to just kind of like, just have fun. It's therapy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's therapy.
Have you done any songs by like Queen or no? Like,
No. But I did have a request
asked,
one night
so-
from Metallica.
Oh,
What's the
Metallica.
one, which I haven't learned it yet. What's the one, Sandman?
Enter Sandman.
Thank you. And I got to learn it. And I'm going to do obviously going to be a little bit of a different version, but.
That should be interesting, to say the
Yeah.
least.
And here's another thing. When people come up to me and ask me to play a song, and I don't know it, I go, I'll look that up. And then I look it up and I go, I'm going to try and play that song. I'll give you a real quick one. This is without the octopad if you got a few minutes.
Yeah.
We got 9.
9 minutes.
Okay, well, let's do this one. And this one has a lot of, and there's no octopad on this one. This has a lot of meaning to me. But somebody came up to me at the Geneva Lodge, maybe about 6 months ago, and said, hey, do you guys know that song by Sammy Johns called Chevy Van? And I go, it's from the 70s. And I go, no, I can't remember it. I remember hearing it some, but I just can't. So anyway, went home next day, learned it, and I love it because this song actually I relate to very closely. When I was a younger guy, after I got out of high school, I actually traveled across the United States by myself in a Chevy van. So a lot of this has meaning. I actually took my drum set with me, and I would set it up a lot of times on a Sunday afternoon in an industrial parkway and just play my drums, while the trains are going by. And then if I was out in the country, I'd just find a place that was really rural and just set my drums up in place. So I'd pull them out of my van. I was not a hippie, but I was independent. So this is cool. This is kind of a cool song. Somebody's got a popcorn. There's a popcorn song for you.
Is
Oh, how many
the
minutes?
microwave-
How many minutes? 2 or 3? 2 minutes.
What?
Okay,
Hold on.
here's a
Read
pop.
the bag.
Read the. I don't know.
I'm confused.
this happens all the time.
Oh, okay. That's why we have windows here.
Just make your popcorn.
Anyway,
Oh my God, woman, just make the popcorn.
yeah, we have somebody here looking through the window asking how many minutes to pop this microwave popcorn. Now she's going to the other window. And then she just did something, but I think it's okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is
Okay,
a song. And,
I think we're good.
Yeah.
She's one of our friends. She's kind of weird.
I gave a girl a ride my wagon. She crawled in and took control. She was tired, her mind was dragging. And I said, get some sleep, girl, and dream of rock and roll. And like a picture, she was lying there, moonlight dancing off her hair. She woke up and took me by my hand, made love in my Chevy van, and that's alright by me. Her young face was like an angel. Her long legs were tanned and brown. You better keep your eyes on the road, son. You better slow this vehicle down. And like a picture, she was lying there, moonlight dancing off her hair. She woke up and took me by my hand, made love in my Chevy van, and that's alright by me. Yeah, it's alright by me. I let her out in a town that was so small, you could throw a rock from end to end. A dirt road, Main Street, she walked off in bare feet. Well, it's a shame I won't be passing through that town again. And like a picture, she was standing there, moonlight dancing off her hair. She came back and took me by my hand, made love in my Chevy van, and that's alright by me. Yeah, it's alright by me. Not a lot of people do that song, but anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a story behind it. That's why I play it. Hey, all right. Thanks, Tim. How many hands does he have anyway, man?
Oh my God, that scared me.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm used to that
You
sound.
should have expected that from him, though.
Well, like, yeah, but the headphones are up loud and it's just like screaming. Oh.
Aha.
Lake Effect Radio is brought to you by 4 mics, 1 Jesse Eastman, 5 random cokes, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Now
Tim,
you may proceed.
Tim, why are you like this?
Because he likes to torture us.
That's okay, Tim.
That sounds bad.
Oh boy. Okay.
Anyways.
Not gonna finish what I was gonna say.
Jeremiah cackling in the door. It's a bit of a train wreck over here. Trainwreck's the name of my show. That is at 5 o'clock today.
Oh, yeah. Now we
Tune
need
in.
we need to hear the clap now.
Tim.
Hey, she does better than I do on my show on Thursdays, so
Ooh.
I'm not.
Oh, you guys, so you do a show too, huh?
I do a show, yeah.
Awesome.
This is actually my show, mine and Mike's show.
Oh, okay.
And then I have my own show on Thursday.
Mike, you haven't asked me a question, man. Come on.
Well, so it's not really a question, but
Okay, go
there
ahead.
was something about chimes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Chimes.
Okay.
The chimes.
Okay. I'll tell you what. Let me just do a real quick thing into one song here, and then you'll get the chimes. Okay. I'll just do like a verse, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Because I know we're running really, kind of. Time's running out. I'll do the clock tower song.
Do
again if you
do
wanna know.
do do
Do,
do
do,
do
do.
do.
We have that. We've got
Wait.
Jeopardy. Remember that.
Devoid.
Ah, the glass is breaking. I think I have
Hello,
that.
Alex Trebek.
You probably have all the sounds that I do. Anyway, here's a song by Don Henley, and this is called End of Innocence, and it was its first 1989. He hadn't written like for about 10 years, 11 years. This is
Oh,
the
wow.
first one that he did after that hiatus. So
Coming out.
so there's a little
retirement.
chimes in this song. So I'll do just a little thing from.
All right.
Remember when the days were long, rolled beneath the deep blue sky. We didn't have a care in the world with mommy and daddy standing by. But happily ever after fails, and we've been poisoned by these fairy tales. And lawyers dwell on small details since daddy had to fly. Oh, but I know a place where we can go that's still untouched by man. We'll sit and watch the clouds go by and the tall grass wave in the wind. You can lay your head back on the ground and let your hair fall all around me. Offer up your best defense, 'cause this is the end. This is the end of the innocence. And there you go. There's actually a rain stick with that too. I got to combine with the rain stick and chime. So
Nice.
that goes out to
So
Mike.
pretty.
So
That's so
yeah.
pretty.
So
like that.
I will when I'm playing the
It's like magical.
yeah, I do other. So when I play the octopad with the drumsticks, and somebody else is playing, of course, I'll use that periodically if it fits in the song. You know, like it's a nice little thing. I do one of the guys I play with in. I have a duo again, or I go out solo with Just in Time. But the one guy, he plays a Rhythm in the Rain song from a long time ago. So when we do that song, listen to the rhythm of the falling rain. Then I hit the rain stick, of course.
Nice.
And people are looking around like, God, it's beautiful out there. What's going on? Is it starting raining?
Where'd it come from?
Yeah, because
Where'd
they
it come
can see
from?
the
Where
outside,
was it?
out of that Geneva, you can see. So,
God, not you.
yeah. So I tried to give you a little bit of. I'll give you a real quick thing here. Let me go one more. I know we only got a minute left, so I'll just give you a real quick taste of this to
worth
CSN,
it.
Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young thing. Let's see, what was that? So and these songs, when I play them out, I also kind of look at like what's going on with the crowd and is it going over and those kind of things. So let me turn
And
you on to this one.
You adjust.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I definitely read the crowd. It's very important to do that. Like you'll have an idea of, you have your song list, but I'm real flexible. So if I have to change it, I definitely do. So like here's a song by Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, and I'll just do a real quick thing, but you'll get to hear a little bit of the bongo thing. So it's like. When you're down and confused and you don't remember who you're talking to, concentration slips away because baby so far away, and there's a rose in a fisted glove, and the eagle flies with the dove. And if you can't be the one you love, honey, love the one you're with. 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 Anyway, that way, you get a little. I try to pick songs where I get a little bit of a flavor of things I can do on the octopad with my feet and playing. So
multitask.
Yeah.
Get like a mixture of everything, sort of.
Yeah. Well,
I did come up with a question.
All right, Mike.
Yeah, what's the craziest thing that happened on your van adventure?
In the van adventure, the craziest?
Oh, boy.
Besides, oh boy. Man, we can't go there, Mike. No, I don't know if it was crazy. Gosh, I don't know.
Is it suitable for air?
I did witness, I was driving all the way out to, I lived in Oregon for a while, so I was driving out to Oregon, and I stopped, and it was in Denver, and because I usually slept, actually, like, when I traveled, if weather was good, like, I'd get off at a rest area, and I'd just get on top of my van if it was a beautiful night out with the stars, like in Wyoming or whatever, and just lay on top of my van. That's where I'd sleep.
Oh, wow.
But I was driving, and I was trying to push it, and I was getting tired, and, I'm pushing it, though, and I got into Denver, and there was really nowhere to park, so I went to downtown Denver by the post office.
Oh, boy.
And it's about by the time I rolled in, it was maybe 2 to 3 in the morning. And my van, it was like outside of the windows that you look out. It wasn't a window van, but I did have a vent up on top.
Mm-hmm.
But I was kind of getting ready to go in back of the van and just sleep. And I kind of looked out, and I saw, basically I witnessed like a robbery and somebody getting beat up.
Oh, fun.
Right there, right in front of the post office at about 2 or 3 in the morning, God. Yeah, so I started my van up and got back on the road. I wasn't going to sleep there. So that's all. You forget the cup of coffee. All you need to do is witness that, and you're on your way. And there's nothing I could have done. It was one of those like where there's nothing you can do. There's 2 or 3 guys, and the other guy's like, who knows? Could have been a drug deal. I have no idea. I'm not going to get involved.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Well, looks like we're out of time.
Well, thank you for having me. You guys had some great questions. I hope I answered all of them.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Yeah. You guys were awesome.
For the few minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, that I was here, longer than that, something like that, half hour.
Right.
It was good.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
It was really good, yeah.
Appreciate it, you guys.
It was really nice meeting you.
Thank you. Meeting you also. Thank you very much for your hospitality. Appreciate your questions, too. All right.
And this is the end of
Innocence.
a...
Oh, I should have hit the chimes. I just turned the octave.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh,
all right. Well, see you guys later.
Goodbye.
All right.